H is for happiness. So how will this make you happy? So what you're trying to achieve, what you want successes to you, make you happy. Now, this is when we're energized, when we're using our strengths, doing stuff in our flow, whilst we're in flow, bringing ourselves joy. Now, Marcus Buckingham, he's a coach, he's an author, an all-round strengths guru, and I just love the way that he describes strengths. He describes a strength as any activity that energizes us, even if we're not good at it. So what we're saying here, if you're using more of your strengths with the stuff that you're doing, you are more likely to find happiness, joy, and fulfillment. Now, if you haven't looked at strengths this way, or you haven't identified your strengths this way and want to try, a good way of doing this is using time as your gauge, your barometer, your judge. So if I use myself as an example, one of my strengths is my love of learning. Now, that doesn't mean to say that I am an amazing student or a really good learner. But what it does is I just absolutely am fascinated by learning new stuff. I just get completely lost in it. Now, if I use my Coaching to Shine project as an example, I created the model and I've done workshops and I've done this app. I have just taken in so much information trying to do this. I've been taking it from conversations with other coaches, my coaching clients. I have been listening to podcasts, reading articles, reading books, social media. All of this stuff, I've just soaked it all up like a sponge and had not realised how much information I'd collated and how long I'd spent doing it. So if I want to use time as my gauge for learning, my strength, I look forward to the activity of learning. When I'm actually doing it, time speeds up. And when it's finished, I just want to do it over and over again. So this is one of my strengths. So how cool is that? I get to do stuff that I love and it makes you happy. It's a complete no-brainer. So on the flip side, Marcus describes weaknesses as any activity that weakens you even if you are good at it. So I'll use myself again as an example here and use technology for that. So it is just not my thing. Now, that doesn't mean to say that I can't do it. I can. But I do find that it takes me longer than other things to master. I also find that I get really, really frustrated if I don't get things right first time, and also even more so when things go wrong. Now, you can imagine what putting together this app has been such a challenge for me. But that doesn't mean to say that I can't do it. I can, and I have to get to grips with it because it's part of my business. And so I am probably going to get better at it, but it doesn't mean to say I'm ever going to love it. So again, if I use time as my barometer, my judge for this, for technology, the activity of technology, I put off doing it. It seems to go on forever. And when I finish doing it, I'm absolutely exhausted. So over to you. Go to check out the focus question and the coaching questions for happiness and see what makes you happy.